amendment and revival of the caretaker system during elections period adjourned until tomorrow. Election Commission decides to register National Citizens Party (NCP), Bangladesh Samajtantrik Dol Marxist and Bangladesh Aam Jonagon Party as political party. Biplobi Workers' Party leaders meet Chief Election Commissioner, submits 31-point election reform proposal, including stopping use of black money in elections. Next hearing against 5 accused in case of 2 murder, including shooting a person hanging from rooftop cornice in Rampura during July mass uprising on November 10. Next hearing against 30 accused in murder case of martyred Abu Said on November 10. Everyone involved in July killings and enforced disappearance to be tried. Whichever government comes to power next would complete these trial proceedings, says Information and Broadcasting Advisor Mahfuz Alam. Today is the final day of final round of Bangladesh Television's popular talent hunt show Notun Kori. Conference of Arab and Muslim majority countries in Istanbul urges Israel not to violate the ceasefire in Gaza. Voting begins for mayoral election in New York City of USA. Trump threatens to cut federal financial aid if Zohran Mamdani elected. And BCB announces 14-member team with Nazmul Hussain Shanto as captain for 2-match test series against Ireland. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to News at 10. I am Reza Bin. You have just heard the headlines, now news in details. The government has issued the Gazette notification of the Representation of the People Amendment Ordinance 2025, introducing a provision that requires registered political parties contesting elections under an alliance to use their individual party symbols. The Ministry of Law, Justice and Parliamentary Affairs issued the Gazette of the Ordinance on Monday, as earlier on October 23, the Advisory Council approved the draft of the Representation of the People Amendment Ordinance. After the publication of the Gazette on the amendment, namely the Army, Navy, Air Force and Coast Guard. In the amended RPO, candidates contesting under an alliance must use the electoral symbol of their respective parties. Besides, the election deposit has been revised to 50,000 taka, while violation of the Electoral Code of Conduct may result in a maximum fine of 1,50,000 taka and up to 6 months imprisonment. In addition, an IT-supported postal voting system has been introduced, enabling eligible voters, including expatriates, government officials posted outside their constituencies, and voters currently under lawful custody to cast their ballots remotely. Moreover, the Election Commission has been empowered to annul the results of an entire constituency if electoral irregularities are proven. On the other hand, misuse of an artificial intelligence or AI has been classified as an electoral offence, and the EC may take action against candidates who submit false information in affidavits even after being elected. The Article 12 of amended RPO stated that a court-declared fugitive or absconding accused is ineligible to become a member of Parliament. A person holding the chair of the governing body of an educational institution or an executive position will also not be able to be a candidate. An executive position in an organization has also been defined as a position of profit, The affidavit must include the source of income from home and abroad, along with the latest tax return. The Article 21 mentioned that the election agent must be a voter of the constituency concerned, while the provision for voting in EVMs has been abolished by the Article 26. Provisions have been made for media personnel to enter polling stations, and they would be allowed to be present during the counting of votes according to Article 29 and Article 36. The seventh day of the hearing on the appeal seeking the reinstatement of the caretaker government system has concluded, with the next hearing scheduled for tomorrow. Today's hearing was held before a full bench of 7 judges of the Appellate Division, headed by Chief Justice Dr. Syed Rifat Ahmed, where arguments were presented on behalf of the BNP. Earlier on Sunday, BNP lawyers also presented their arguments. Before that, hearings were completed on behalf of Jamaat-e-Islami and Naukab freedom fighter Muazzem Hussain. Earlier still, the hearing on behalf of Shujon Secretary Dr. Badiul Alam Majumdar has concluded. On August 27, after the preliminary hearing on the petition seeking a review of the verdict that abolished the caretaker government system, the court granted leave to appeal. Following that decision, BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir, Jamaat Secretary General Professor Mia Gholam Parwar, Shujon Secretary Dr. Badiul Alam Majumdar, and 5 others filed appeals. Speaking to journalists after the hearing, BNP's lawyer Zainul Abidin said that, based on both domestic and international legal standards, the verdict delivered by former Chief Justice Khairul Haque abolished the caretaker government system cannot be considered a valid judgment, and the Appellate Division has full authority to renew it. Senior Secretary of Election Commission Akhtar Ahmed said that decision has been taken to provide registration to 3 political parties, including National Citizen Party (NCP). He informed that 2 other parties are Bangladesh Am Jonagon Party and Bangladesh Samaj Tantrik Dol Marxist. Briefing newsmen at Nirbachon Bhavan in the capital today, the EC Secretary said notification will be given in a newspaper tomorrow, with a call for objections and claims. He also stated that after issuance of the public notice, if no claims or objections regarding the political parties are found, then these parties will receive the final registration from the EC. The Bangladesh Revolutionary Workers' Party has submitted 31 recommendations to the Chief Election Commissioner (CEC), including strict measures to curb black money in national parliamentary elections, not increasing the maximum expenditure for candidates, ensuring voting arrangements in all 300 constituencies, and establishing proper facilities for expatriates to cast their votes. Today, after a meeting at the Election Commission office in Agargaon, Dhaka, the party's General Secretary Saiful Haq briefed journalists about the recommendations following discussions with CEC AMM Nasiruddin. Also present were 5 central leaders of the party, including Bani Shika Jamali, a member of the Political Council of the Revolutionary Workers' Party. Highlighting the need to strengthen the capacity of the Election Commission, Saiful Haq said that alongside gaining the confidence of voters, the prestige and credibility of the Election Commission must also be enhanced. Testimony on the 4th day has been completed in the crimes against humanity cases filed over the killing of 2 people, including Amir Hussain, who was shot while hanging from a rooftop cornice in Rampura during the July movement. The next hearing has been scheduled for November 10. The International Crimes Tribunal, led by Justice Ghulam Murtaza Majumdar, issued the order today after recording witness statements. Sub-Inspector Mohammad Ghulam Kibriya Khan testified as the fifth witness, while Mohammad Abu Bakr, a Caesar list witness, testified as the sixth witness in the case. Earlier, the tribunal had recorded statements from 4 witnesses over the first 3 days. On October 23, the testimony began with Amir Hussain, who himself was shot while hanging from the rooftop cornice in Rampura. Among the 5 accused in the case are former DMP Commissioner Habibur Rahman, former ADC of DMP's Kilgaon Zone Mohammad Rashidul Islam, former OC of Rampura Police Station Mohammad Moshir Rahman, and former SI Tariqul Islam Bhuiya. Chanchal Chandra Sarkar has been arrested among the accused, while the rest remained fugitives. Meanwhile, in another case filed over the killing of Abu Said, the first martyr of the July movement from Rangpur, the International Crimes Tribunal 2 has also scheduled the next testimony date for November 10. In that case, 30 people, including former Begum Rokeya University Vice-Chancellor Hasibur Rashid, have been accused. Of them, 6 have been arrested, while 24 are absconding. This morning, a total of 7 accused from both cases were produced before the tribunal. New Ambassador of Thailand to Bangladesh, Titipom Chiraswadi, presented her credentials to President Mohammad Shahabuddin at Bongo Bhavan today. Welcoming the new envoy, the President hoped that trade relations between Bangladesh and Thailand would be strengthened in future. The new Ambassador of Thailand sought the President's cooperation in discharging duties. Secretaries concerned were present. Home Advisor Lieutenant General retired Mohammad Jahangir Alam Chaudhry has said the government is trying its best to bring back the fugitive police officers abroad after the 2024 July uprising. He said this while responding to queries from journalists following the core committee meeting on law and order at the Home Ministry in the Bangladesh Secretariat today. The Home Advisor said they are now contacting the countries with whom Bangladesh has extradition treaties to bring the police officers back. He also called upon the media to continue their reporting on the matter. Information and Broadcasting Advisor Mohammad Mahfuz Alam has called upon all anti-fascist forces to be united and cooperate the government to implement the reforms. The advisor made the call while meeting the families of the July martyrs at Ramganj Upazila Parishad Auditorium in Lokipur today. Regarding the trial of fascist Hasina, the advisor said they will begin the work of justice with the pledge we came with. They have been able to start the work of justice. If the fascist murderer Hasina is brought to justice, the suffering of the martyr families will be somewhat eased. He said that trials are underway in many cases at the tribunals, and the tribunals are continuing. Everyone involved in the killing and enforced disappearance of the students and public will be brought to justice, he said, adding that whichever government comes to power next will carry forward these trial proceedings. The advisor said they have made significant progress in the reform work and political parties have reached consensus and signed the July Charter. He described it as a major achievement for Bangladesh that political parties were able to sit together and arrive at a government-adopted document. Egyptian ambassador to Bangladesh Omar Fahmy today paid a courtesy call on BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir. The meeting took place in the morning at the BNP chairperson's Gulshan political office. BNP Standing Committee member and Chairperson's Foreign Affairs Advisory Committee member Amir Khosrow Mahmood Chaudhry, BNP Acting Chairman's International Affairs Advisor and Joint Secretary General Humayun Kabir, and BNP Organizing Secretary and member of the Chairperson's Special Advisory Committee on Foreign Affairs, Shama Obaid, were also present at that time. National Citizen Party (NCP) has announced a 10-member Central Election Steering Committee, appointing Nasiruddin Patwari as chairman and Dr. Tasneem Zara as secretary. The announcement was made today through an official statement on the party's verified Facebook page. Other members of the committee include Ariful Islam Adi, Mahbub Alam Mahir, Khalid Saifullah, Ehtesham Haq, Advocate Abdullah Al-Amin, Alauddin Mohammed, Advocate Zahirul Islam Musa, Advocate Humaira Noor, Saifullah Haidar, and Advocate Muhammad Tariqul Islam. According to the notice signed by NCP convener Nahid Islam and member secretary Akhtar Hussain, the committee has been formed to oversee the party's overall preparations and planning for the 2026 national election. The Central Election Steering Committee will coordinate candidate selection, field-level operations, legal and administrative affairs, media and publicity, as well as training and monitoring activities ahead of the polls. Today marks the final day of the much-anticipated grand finale of Bangladesh Television's iconic and popular program, Notun Kuri. From this morning, the final round of the competition has been taking place at the BTV studios. On the last day of the finale, a total of 26 contestants competed in 3 categories, including acting, general and classical dance, and Robindra Sangeet. The judges remarked that the children and adolescents of Notun Kuri will one day make remarkable contributions to the cultural arena of Bangladesh. Mohammad Rokun Uddin, Deputy Director General of Administration and Finance of Bangladesh Television and coordinator of the Notun Kuri cell, said that the final round has been successfully completed and the winners will soon be awarded their prizes. Launched in 1976, Notun Kuri was the first reality talent hunt show in Indian subcontinent. Over the years, many renowned artists began their journeys from this platform. After being suspended for a long time, Notun Kuri has returned, retaining its original name and theme song. Now, international news.